Commander, I'm relaying a briefing on the history of Stanza that may assist you to anticipate their tactics. I understand you are already familiar with the enemy, so I will limit this to the salient highlights. In the aftermath of the bloody battles that gave birth to what is colloquially known as the Third Empire on Earth, the defeated Asian Pacific Alliance was dissolved, and its territories rejoined the United Earth Coalition. A small group of holdouts, however, secretly formed the Stanza organization as an underground terrorist network intended to destabilize the UEC's peace efforts. Interestingly, the name Stanza was a floating acronym, which local chapters created their own titles for, instead of sharing one. Over time, Stanza's ambitions grew, and its violent identity metastasized. It became increasingly modeled around hyper-individualism, an anti-globalist movement, which resembled the original APA's ethos. This led to decentralized leadership cells taking advantage of local community knowledge and operatives familiar with the locales. The disastrous attempted ransom of the Telos colony in 2166, however, caused some internal friction around a lack of coordinated operations. This led to a period of relative public hibernation. However, behind the scenes, Stanza reorganized, developing a structure that both allowed their individualism to bloom, but also forged effective coordination between cells. Instead of a hive with a single queen and many drones, the new Stanza is a hive of many queens, all working together. Commander, I have recovered a section of the most recent geological survey on Telos, which may be relevant to your mission. Despite Telos first being discovered by astronomer Dr. Emil Gage last century, it was quickly rolled out as a viable candidate for the original Gaia mission, due to the high sulfuric content detected in its oceans. The first manned surveys here discovered the reason why, being a vast amount of prior volcanic activity, but we're only now finding evidence of what form that took and what it implies for the future. They now believe that Telos once had Earth-like continental landmasses, though on a much smaller scale, and these have been broken up over millennia by intense tectonic activity. The resulting quakes and volcanic eruptions must have been on a catastrophic level to leave such a scattered archipelago. Our latest survey indicates that the plates are more fragile than we first thought. While the planet is in a period of relative tectonic stability, they believe that an event of sufficient magnitude could trigger a repeat of those extreme geological tipping points of the distant past. In short, our presence here would cease to be viable for centuries. Commander, I expect that Stanza somehow accessed a copy of this report. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they know that their plan will succeed if you do not stop them.